live your life. Don't be sad for anybody. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Go find that place in the world. Go find that place in the world that makes you come alive. People wonder why I live in California. It's so expensive. I don't let my sweet dreams are made of these. Sweet dreams are made of these. Disagree. I love this song. Then the 7 seas. That's right. Looking for something. Listen, travel the world in the 7 seas. There's a big world out here. Right? It's a big world. They wonder why I live in California. I love California. California gives me life. I went to Oceanside today. I went to Carlsbad. So beautiful. There's so much out here in the world. I live in Hollywood, California. It's incredible. My hair is probably looking janky. I've been at the beach all day. But that's all right, honey. I had a good time. I had a really good time today. You gotta have a good time in life, okay? Don't wait on other people to have a good time. You gotta have a good time because you make it a good time. You have to declare that for your life. Do I look like I got a wig on? You have to declare it for your life. This is your life. You know what I'm saying, man? How do you put that in words? God, let me be able to explain it right. Time. Time. Nobody controls time. Right? You don't know how much time you have on earth. You got to create your own happiness. You got to create your own energy. Go where it makes you happy. That's my number one rule. The foundation of any decision you make in life is live where you want to live. If you can't get that part right, it doesn't matter everything else that you get right. If you don't live in a community, in an area that gives you life, that when you walk out your door, you're like, man, I love my life. I love my community. I love my neighborhood. I love the energy, the air, the space, the vibe. If you're not living in a place like that, you need to leave. Wherever you're at, you need to leave. Because at a bare minimum, right, we don't control all the time where we work. Sometimes we got to deal with some stuff that we don't want to at work. But when you come home, when you drive into your community, you should feel like, man, I love this place. This place gives me life. At a bare minimum, you gotta live where you want to live, where it makes you happy. I love the ocean. So I went down to Oceanside. I went to Carlsbad. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna move. I enjoyed living in Hollywood for a year. It was amazing. I live right by Universal Studios, Hollywood. All the studios, NBC, ABC, CBS, Burbank. It's great, man. What an experience, you know what I'm saying? That I could say that I lived there. That I could say I lived in Puerto Rico, and I lived in Hawaii, and I lived in Okinawa on the water. I lived in Guam. There's a lot of things in my life I would like to have done differently. But because I lived in all these amazing places, I always had joy. Because I always lived by the water, and I'm a water person. So you got to find your place, right? You got to find your place. What good is life if you're not happy? Find your joy. Find a great place to live, and then figure out what is it that you want to contribute to society. You know, when you live for a mission in life, right? You might have to work a job you're not really happy with for a while until you can figure it out, right? You're building a life. You're building your life piece by piece. Figure out what pieces you need in place. Where do you want to live? What mission do you want to have in life? What do you want to contribute to society? Because when you contribute, when you have a mission in life and you contribute and you do the work that you love, it gives you a different energy in your heart, in your spirit, in your body. It gives you momentum. You just got to do it. And then, play the music that you want to play so you can feel the vibe that you want to feel. And just do the daggone thing, right? Think about your life. Think about your life. This is not something to take for granted, man. It's just not. You're going to wake up one day and you're going to be 20 years older. And you're going to be like, where the fuck did time go? What was I doing? Have standards. Have standards for the people you're around. Okay? Have standards for the people you're around. Because the community you live in, if you live in the country, that's a certain vibe. If you live in the hood, that's a certain vibe. If you live by the water, that's a certain vibe. If you live in, the city, that's a different vibe. Figure out what vibe is your vibe. And then start building your life. Be very, very careful of the people you bring into your circle. Don't just deal with everybody because they accept you. Because let me tell you something, people with no standards in life, people that don't work hard for their shit, they're going to accept you because they don't have any standards. Don't get it twisted. You think they love you, you think they rock with you, you think they got your back. Nah, don't believe that. Don't believe that. Be very careful. You got to have people in your life that have high standards, that are working towards something, that are doing something with themselves, okay? It makes a huge difference, I'm telling you. You'll have a completely different quality of life. You won't want to drink. You won't want to smoke. You won't want to be high. You won't want to commit suicide. You won't want to sleep on the couch all the time. You won't want to just watch TV. You'll want to live. There's a big difference. My God. It's a big difference. I'm telling you, you feel it here. It's a big difference when you're happy and when you're doing the work that you love, that your spirit is calling you to do, and when you live in a community that just shines its power on you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be blessed, and I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. All right. Y'all take care, all right? See you later.